Never let anybody see you sweat.
So I was born in New York City, and I lived there until I was 8 years old. I realized that I was a much better talker than I was a listener.
I don't know what to say, I just don't like what you're saying.
Sorry, Your Honor.
I ended up going to law school at Georgetown, and I was a prosecutor for Janet Reno. I loved it because it was so raw.
Were you cheating on her?
Yeah, sure.
Okay.
All rise.
Our show will be a mixture of education, I think you're misreading the law a little bit, and entertainment. My main goal is justice and the law. That's been my legacy, and the legacy I hope to continue into the future with the show.
Greg McBride claims he had to move after his landlord failed to disclose that a previous tenant had been harassed. William Hunt says he wasn't asked about the home's past, so he doesn't owe Mr. McBride a thing.
All right, Mr. McBride, you are suing Mr. Hunt for $4,929 because your former landlord didn't disclose that the rental had safety issues. So you're suing him for your moving costs, plus some rent, I think. But go ahead, tell me what happened here.
Well, Your Honor, me and my girlfriend moved from Chicago, and we found this really nice home to rent in Laurel Canyon. And Mr. Hunt said that it was a safe neighborhood and there were any problems, and we loved the price, and we just got this new dog and really excited to
big changes all at once.
Yeah, start a new life together. And I just got this new job out in LA, and shortly after moving in, we started getting all these harassments, knocks at the door at 3 a.m, people, foghorns going off, people throwing things at the window like balloons and eggs and things like this, and all this constant harassment. And we just couldn't take it anymore. So
did you ever call the police?
A couple times, yeah.
And what did the police do?
They took some reports, and they said they also had heard these sort of things happen before. So I think he must know something about this from the past. So it just doesn't seem fair that he rent this place to us.
Did you ever find out who lived there before you?
Yeah, we found out. Actually, I found out from doing some research. This guy, Nicholas Fieldman, he was the tenant before me, before I moved in, and he had the same problems. Like,
can I see what you have in your hands?
Thank you.
Why can't this podcaster just leave us alone? What podcaster?
I guess he was a controversial podcaster. Said a lot of things that were politically incorrect. So.
And but where does he fit in all this? I'm reading what you handed me.
He was the tenant, 2 tenants before me.
Oh, 2 tenants before you lived there.
Yes.
Was a podcaster who was controversial.
Yeah.
So what? So everyone thinks that what's happening now are people getting mad at the podcaster?
Yeah, they still think he still lives there because I guess he got doxxed or something. So.
Oh my goodness.
He's been harassing all the new tenants, including myself.
Are you? Tell me about the stuff that's happening, because it appears to have been happening for a while. Have you gotten wind of any of this, and what's the deal?
Yes, Your Honor. The 2 tenants ago, the podcaster who was the problem, I was aware of that through the neighbors. There were complaints. I was frankly pleased to get rid of him.
Okay.
Okay. The person that rented after that, Nicholas, as he referred, he was there for a period of time until he couldn't take the harassment himself.
Why don't you put a sign out there as the landlord to help out? I don't know.
Your Honor, I can't anticipate every problem that's going to occur with the property, and I can't guess for how long other people are going to be coming there and harassing. I have many
Did the person before him move over this?
Yes, Your Honor.
And how long were they there?
They were there for about 4 or 5 months. And
I just don't understand how. So have you called the police to try to get some extra protection or try to figure this out?
Yes, Your Honor. It seems that it's a very gray area. And again,
they could at least step up protection. I mean, they can't sit out there every night, but they can at least try to step up the patrol or something.
And exactly my point, and why I don't believe that I should be financially responsible for him leaving.
What is it you feel he should have told you?
Well, I feel like he should have told me about all this harassment from previous tenants and the extreme of them. I mean, I have a list.
Where did the guy get, what was the phrase you used, doxxed? That's when, your online, your address comes out and your...
Yeah.
Personal stuff?
Yeah.
All right, so what site, did you know what site his address had come out in?
There's a few on the list.
I would go to those sites and say, hey, can you, that was three tenants ago. Can you please put this out? Because it's so bizarre that people are I'm just so lazy, I guess, that they're so initiated, that they're so angry that this much later, this many tenants later, they're still going by his house. And well, I guess, is he still podcasting?
I have no idea. I was glad to get rid of him.
Do you know if he's still podcasting, the guy?
I'm not sure exactly.
Yeah.
Coming up on Justice for the People.
You told me about eggs being thrown, balloons with what kind of liquid inside?
Oh, that I'm not sure. But
I'm gonna assume
it gets pretty extreme.
Just as a gambling woman.
And later,
I decided I wanted to do a good gesture and fix up his bathroom.
Oh, that's nice. All right, so as like a thank you because
Like
of
a
the
thank you. Yeah,
okay.
absolutely.
So then why are you suing him?
if you'll be in the Los Angeles area and want to bring your case to court, call 1-888-552-6878. Closed captioning provided by This is Justice for the People with Judge Milian. We're back with the case of Greg McBride, who blames William Hunt for an unexpected move.
Did nobody put out a sign and said so-and-so hasn't lived here in 4 years?
No, Your Honor.
It just seems like the easy solution.
It does.
Yeah.
Why is it his fault, Mr. McBride? Because he didn't disclose to you?
I feel
People
like
have behaved badly in the past.
Well, I feel like he was just he was just being secretive about that information. I feel like some of these extreme examples of things that have happened, I've listed dates and times of things, definitely should have been brought to the forefront, or at least mentioned.
Like what? What kinds of
Even
things
in
happened? You
passing.
told me about eggs being thrown, balloons with what kind of liquid inside?
Oh, that I'm not sure. But
I'm going to assume
it gets pretty
urine,
extreme.
just as a gambling woman. But go ahead.
All right. Well, I mean, I got someone who defecated in the backyard. I mean, my dog.
Well,
could have found
these
it.
are pretty criminal acts. I mean, I'm stunned that. How many times did you call the police? Because you've got a list there of about 30 things. Like, did you call the police 30 times, or you just got tired?
Well, I had them come over 3 times, and they did the reports, but
Nothing
since
comes of
I didn't
it.
have like a security camera set up, like I couldn't get a lot of evidence. But I wasn't gonna be there long enough to do all that. I was just like, I gotta get.
Why don't you put? I mean, security cameras don't cost what they used to now. They're connected to the internet, and they're pretty easy. Why? That would be a good thing to do.
I think I might do that now, Your Honor.
You should.
Yeah.
Get some license plate. Honestly, the simplest thing, there are 2 really simple things to do. And one of them is get on every website that doxed the podcaster and have them delete it because it's no longer his address, or actually print that this is no longer his address and put out a sign, and then it's eventually going to stop.
Yeah.
I mean, how much longer could it go on after that when they know it's not, But so he let you out of the lease, right?
Yeah, he was nice enough to agree to that.
But that's not enough. You feel like he should pay you $4,929 for what?
Well, because I had to leave kind of just like that night almost, because I thought
Well, not
maybe,
that night. You listed 30 events that
the
happened.
decision was almost very abrupt. I mean, we tried.
What was the last straw that made it so abrupt?
The crap in the backyard. I think that was like
That'll
that was
do
it. Yeah.
I don't know. The balloon with an unidentified liquid in it, I
Yeah.
think would do it more for me. But anyway, the part I'm having difficulty with is saying that then he's responsible for $5,000 in what? Moving expenses? How do you come up with this figure?
Well, I have the price, all the expenses.
Yeah, let me
here,
see
Your
what you
Honor.
got there.
Thank you. Moving expenses, storage fees. Like I said, I'm just moving here from Chicago with my girlfriend, so I don't have any family.
Hotel fees.
I had nowhere to go, so.
I know, so don't leave that night. Like, plan it better. 10 by 20 storage unit.
Yeah.
I just don't see how I can. What is your legal theory? Your legal theory on why he has to recompense you is that he didn't tell you this happened to other tenants.
Yeah, I feel like if he had
I'm just
even
not sure that's the kind of thing he needs to tell you. I don't know. You know, there's things that need to be like why didn't you tell him? Go ahead, give us your reason.
He didn't ask, Your Honor.
He didn't ask.
That sounds cold, I understand, but I can't possibly anticipate everything that everybody wants me to tell them about the property. That's why they come, they look at it, they ask questions. I'll answer anything they want. It's my property.
How
I own it. I'm proud of
consistent
it.
was this happening?
I hadn't seen any problem for a couple of months until he came along because the place was empty. I had run into it with the previous tenant. I honestly had hoped it had come to an end. I don't know. Maybe people were throwing stuff when I wasn't there. There was nobody there. How would I know?
This person has to be really polarizing, and people have to be really moved to do criminal acts. I'm just surprised at how consistent it is. Based on what you've told me, I just don't think I can pin $4,929 worth of damages on him. If this case had come to me because he was suing you for the rest of the rent, you know, I'd look at him and say, no, you should let him out of the lease. But he already did all that part. Just the one question that you are asking me to find is that forevermore, he needs to anticipate that other people's criminal behavior shall never stop. And I'm just not sure that a businessman has to disclose that. You know, he's running a business, and, you know, do you have to say that when it says world's best cup of coffee, hey, it's not really the world's best cup of coffee? I'm just not sure. And I don't think that it rises to the level of having to pay you $4,929. I think it rises to the level of him letting you out of the lease, which already happened on his part without you having to sue him. Verdict for the defendant.
All rise.
Judge Milian has ruled in favor of the defendant. The plaintiff's claim is denied.
I wish you better luck in the next place. Do a little research, man.
Mr. Hunt, I suggest you be up forward and honest with people so they don't get caught in the same situation and find yourself back here again.
Coming up.
How much notice did he give you to leave?
He didn't give me any notice.
What did he say? Get out now?
He said, get out now.
Closed captioning provided by This is Justice for the People with Judge Milian. Ray Moss claims he was abruptly kicked out of his stepbrother's home after he invested time and money to renovate a bathroom. Reginald Dawson says he never agreed to pay for the unnecessary upgrade.
Okay, Mr. Moss, you are suing Mr. Dawson for $1,800. You say he owes you for renovating his bathroom. Tell me what happened.
Well, this is my stepbrother right here. And, you know, I got married, as we all do. And unfortunately, it ended in a divorce. And during that time, you know, it was a little rough for me, you know. And my stepbrother, there he is. He was there for me when I needed him to be. I moved in with him, but also just there for moral support,
right.
You know, because I'm going through a rough time in my life. So, you know, and I'm a general contractor. I just want to put that out there as well.
Okay.
So he allows me to stay in his house. It's a 3-bedroom house. You know, my room, it's looking decent. In the bathroom, it's looking a little rough. Actually, it's looking ugly. And it's just me and him, and I just felt like...
At the time, did he have a girlfriend?
He does have a girlfriend.
How long has he had that girlfriend?
He's had his girlfriend for about a year. I decided I wanted to do a good gesture and fix up his bathroom.
Oh, that's nice. All right, so as like a thank you because
like
of
a
the
thank you, yeah,
okay.
absolutely.
So then why are you suing him?
Well, because he just abruptly, just like no 2-week warning, no nothing. I fixed up the bathroom. It was $1,800, and
you renovated the bathroom, and then how long after that did he ask you? Did he?
So
I guess I take it that he asked you to leave, and that's why I'm here,
he did.
right?
He
All
asked
right.
me
So,
to leave.
and how much notice did he give you to leave?
He didn't give me any notice.
What did he say? Get out now?
He said, get out now.
Coming up.
Things wasn't really working out. He's always up all times of the night. He's doing things, banging, hammering. He's entitled to too much. I never asked him to do anything in the restroom, for one.
Closed captioning provided by This is Justice for the People with Judge Milian. We're back with a dispute between Ray Moss and his stepbrother Reginald Dawson over who should pay for home renovations.
So what exactly did he say to you?
He was like, yo, my girlfriend needs a place to stay. She has a daughter. I don't know if it's appropriate for you to be here, which I understand.
How long did you think you were going to be staying there?
There was no agreement. It was all verbal. Again, I thought me and my brother had a really good relationship, and it was just more of like just a communication type of thing.
Let me talk to you, Mr. Dawson. What happened with your girlfriend?
Well, honestly, how were you doing today?
Good, thank you.
If I may ask. She's okay. We had a house fire, and she lives in an apartment, just a single one-bedroom apartment, her and her daughter, and it was like immediately she had to leave. They had to evacuate. The place was condemned. It's horrible. They couldn't stay there.
So she had to move in with you?
She has to, yes.
Okay, and did she stay, is she still living with you, or did she go back to her apartment?
No, she's still with me.
When your girlfriend tells you that, what do you tell your brother?
Well, 2 weeks prior to this, I had told him that things wasn't really working out. He's always up all times of the night. He's doing things, banging, hammering. He's entitled to too much. I never asked him to do anything in the restroom, for one.
No, I know, but you authorized him to do it.
Well, I told him it was okay. He was going through a lot of stuff. He had a lot of pressure over his head. His old lady put him out. So instead of my brother going through these things, I said, hey, relax yourself, make yourself at home.
Did he tear down the bathroom without your permission? Or did he tell you, hey?
Well, he told me he's going to do it.
And you said, okay.
Yes.
All right. So it's not that he made himself at home by tearing down your bathroom, who to thunk it. You gave him permission to do it,
yes.
right? Okay.
Yes.
So, and then you're getting a renovated bathroom, and he's actually paying for the supplies, right?
Well, this is what he tells me. I'm not for sure where these materials came from.
Well, did you pay for the supplies?
No, ma'am. No, ma'am.
Right. So then somebody paid for the supplies, so it was probably him. All right. And so how long did he live there with you?
He stayed 4 months, exactly.
Oh, okay. When during those 4 months was the renovation?
Oh, man. Maybe last 3.5 weeks of the month of him leaving.
Judge Milian's verdict when justice for the people returns. Promotional consideration provided by This is Justice for the People with Judge Milian.
The thing is, you, Mr. Moss, had a guarantee of being there for how long? You have no idea.
There was no
It was always going to be whenever he felt like telling you, I don't like the look of your beard. You got to go. Like, he could have said anything. In fact, what he said was, oh, my God, there's a fire. My girlfriend's apartment has burned to pieces. She has a daughter. It's kind of awkward for you to be here, so you got to move on. You got to go find a place because she's moving in. That's what he says. And then you chose to renovate a bathroom, which is kind of, why don't you just hang? Well, that's great, but it's not the goodness of your heart when you come to court and waste my time suing him. See, you're suing him. So it's fine out of the goodness of my heart. And give me $1,800 because now my heart's not good.
He's going to use me.
That's not how it works, you know?
He's going to use me. He's my brother. He's always using me.
Listen, you ended up with a renovated bathroom for your girlfriend and her daughter.
Yeah.
So honestly, you came out smelling like a rose in all this. But my verdict here is for the defendant.
Judge Milian has ruled in favor of the defendant. The plaintiff's claim is denied.
He can always come by and take a shower.
You're welcome for the bathroom.
Thanks.
This has been a production of Allen Media Group.